The days that followed blended together, day into night, a permanent dusk, a mix of daydreams and nightmares. They call the figure that takes our loved ones from this world the Angel of Death, when really he's just a corrupt errand boy who hides deep within his hood when he comes to take souls to the other side. It's not a bad gig, really. He probably doesn't feel, doesn't mourn. He was more like me than I'd realized. I envied him. To take without feeling, to deliver people from one world to the next without the surprise or shock that always seems to come with unexpected death. Why do we call the ones we've lost our dearly departed? They are not departed. The word depart means to leave. They didn't leave. They were abducted from this life by some soulless skeleton dressed in his mother's housecoat who dragged them to their ends. Nan must have left this world kicking and screaming. I know she must have called out to me as he shoved her soul into his pocket. She needed me to save her, and instead, I may have been the very reason she died. This was how the nightmares went, night after night. Nan, drowning in a purgatory of dark water, trying to fight her way back to me and never getting any closer no matter how hard she tried. I would wake up in the middle of the night, pale-faced and dripping with sweat, a scream tearing heavily from my throat as I cried out for the only person in my life who ever wanted to save me from myself. The memories of the days after Nan's funeral played in my head on repeat, in blurry slow motion. I didn't eat. I didn't sleep. Random neighbors would come over to bring the customary "someone died" casserole. They wouldn't even knock, probably because they knew I wouldn't answer. Finally, Irma from next door started taking my casserole deliveries and dropping them off at the church. The uneaten food was becoming too much for Nan's old avocado-colored freezer to hold. I started locking the deadbolt on the front door, which was unheard of in our small town. I wasn't necessarily trying to lock people out. I was trying to keep myself locked in. The more removed I was from civilization, the closer I felt to Nan. I felt the need to punish myself by surrounding myself in everything that was Nan. I sprayed her perfume in the air. I wore her old full-length fox fur coat, which she'd never worn and had no reason to own in such a tropical place. I napped in her old red corduroy lazy boy, and I drank her favorite scotch every night, and sometimes every morning, until the heat in my throat spread through my body, and I slipped into the oblivion I was searching for.